What's up, guys? Welcome, guys. Happy Sabbath to you all once again. Um, it's my lady Dolly. I am not sorry, Yahoo. Hope you guys have a great seventh day. Not the 4th of July, Independence Day. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a regular day. So, um, apologize for being a little late. Well, I would say a little late, but I am late. So, um, yeah, because I was got through teaching my lady, teaching her of something different. And I might teach you through here. I'm not going to tell you because I love surprises pretty much. Praise Yah. We had a good week, a little challenging, but we still making past, the temptation obstacles of life, still overcoming evil the best we can, and prayerfully that you all will do the same. I really hope that you guys learned something out of the videos I've been making lately. I'm looking forward of, just hearing testimonials from you guys. Email me about it. You guys can actually put comments there. Looks like, yeah. So, all right. Anyway, we're gonna be dealing with a subject called procrastination. Okay, procrastination, and this the this these this is one of the most sensitive subjects I would say regarding of truth. Okay, because um, procrastination has been going on for many years with people, families, um, people that work hard, stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with this because waiting long, waiting long, and not taking action, it can cause a lot of trouble. And it can cause people to miss opportunities of what they need to do according to responsibility. Okay. Procrastination can also destroy your life. We'll deal with that today. Procrastination can also cause you to lose your relationship. Yeah, it can cause arguments, irritations. Okay, it can cause you to have bad health. Procrastinations can also destroy your identity, who you are. We'll do all that. Okay. Um, Procrastination will give a lot of room to keep sinning. There was somebody, I'm not gonna say her name, but I remember that I was talking to her about immersion, and she was like, you know what, give me like around a year or two. I said, why not do it now? And I told her that you never know what day it may bring if you waiting a year. You never know what can happen tomorrow. So she told me, well, don't judge me. And I'm like, no, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging at all. I'm giving you a loving thought, a subjective idea. And ever since then, she haven't contacted me anymore. And my point is that when people procrastinate, they will cut you off. People cut you off. They would think they're trying to pressure them, but you ain't trying to pressure them at all. It could be one time you bring up something to what they need to do. Just one time. And they think that you are trying to pressure them, but it wasn't about pressure. You just telling them what they need to do. Especially when somebody asks somebody a question, a righteous person a question, and the righteous person be like, yeah, you gotta do this. Come on, let's do it. Person like, nah, I want to do it. And then, a few weeks or a week later, a few days later, they block you on Facebook, or they block your phone number, or they block from Instagram, whatever. And now you're like, oh man, they feel like you did something wrong, but you didn't do anything wrong. Y'all see the point here? So procrastination is a very it's like um, it's like a tricky emotion. It's like a waiting. You tarrying. You waiting too long for something It's staring you right into the face. Okay? So we're going to deal with this. Do some praise and worship with some prayer.
Power on. Bluetooth. Bluetooth.
Okay? So there was some music. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. My apologies. Probably the super stereo. All right. Father Yahuwah, we just want to thank you for this time. Let's go ahead and serve the people today. May you be esteemed. Yahuwah, we ask that you give people strength to be able to do your will today. Those who have a desire to keep the Shabbat, even times to come, for them to overcome the wickedness, it's not good for their lives, especially those who have family, that these people be arrayed to live right. Yahuwah, we ask that you help people to overcome procrastination so that they can do what's necessary, Yahuwah. They were responsible so that they don't regret why they waited longer at that time. Yahuwah, may you be esteemed once again. We ask Yahuwah that you protect us from every demonic distraction, from every demonic attack, and we ask that you keep our minds about the Shabbat today, not about the Independence Day, not about the fireworks, not about the pork sandwiches, not about the hot dogs. We know that's represent the worship of the bull on the 4th of July here. It's not about the Boston Tea Party or the Boston Tea Party. It's about you, Father. It's about you. We care less about what's going on the Independence Day because, folks, they do what they want to do, right? We want to please you today. This is your Sabbath, Yahuwah. This is the Sabbath we keeping. This is really not the 4th of July. This is not the Independence Day. This is your Sabbath, Yahuwah. You are our everything. You the one that keep us in joy. You the one that's given us something to eat and something to drink. You the one that kept the place over our heads. You the one that kept us in safety. You are the one that healed us, Father. You are the one that helped us get the truth in our lives and to give us the enthusiasm to live what has been listened of the words. Yahuwah, you the one that give us harmony. Yahuwah, you're the one that haven't given up, even though we haven't known you at the time. And we were like beasts against you, Yahuwah. But you still have been patient. Just like have been patient with me for 25 years, Yahuwah. That's how he's patient with others for many more, much longer or shorter time, Yahuwah. May you be esteemed once again. Yahuwah, we ask that you keep our mind cleansed. Name of Yahusha. Father, we ask that you cleanse those who are stuck in sin. Free them. Free them. Heal the sick, Yahuwah. Heal the sick by listening to the word so they can be healthy and much more. Yahuwah, we give you honor and praise on this Sabbath day. Thank you so much. May you let shalom to affect the minds of others, especially those who had a bad day. Father, especially those who just may be stressed out. Yahuwah, may you let your ruach, your set apart spirit, to help them, to uplift them, to give them the strength for you to put them into the right people that cares for you, that cares for the good things of you. Halal Yahuwah. May you be esteemed today. Halal Yahuwah. Thank you. Halal Yahuwah. Mammy Yahusha. So be it. Praise you, Father. I love you, Lord. Thank you. All right. Praise you, Yah. Praise you, Yah. All right. All right. So we are going to go to the book of Psalms 100. All right. Psalms 100, right? It says, make a joyful noise unto Yahuwah, all you lands. Serve Yahuwah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know you that Yahuwah is Alua, for it is he that has made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and favor his name, for Yah is good, or Yahuwah is good, for his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. To thou, Yahuwah, for Psalms 100. Then go to another Psalms, praise you, Yah, book by Sham Yahuwah. Psalms 113. Hallelujah. Praise you servants of Yahuwah. Praise the name of Yahuwah. Favored be the name of Yahuwah from this time forth and forevermore. From the rising of the sun and going down of the same, Yahuwah's name is to be praised. Yahuwah is high above all nations and is esteemed above the stars, firmament. Who is like to Yahuwah, who dwells on high, who humbles himself to behold the things that are in the stars, firmament, and the earth. He raised up the poor of the dust and lifts the needy out of the dunghill, that he may set him with princes, even with the princes of his people. He makes the barren woman to keep house and to be a joyful mother of children. Hallelujah. To thou, Yahuwah, for Psalms 113. Praise you, Yah. Okay, got distraction on our laptop again. Okay, so let's get to the point here. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, please. Proverbs 27.
Power on.
So we're going to go to verse 1 in Proverbs 27. It says, boast not yourself of tomorrow, for you know not what a day may bring forth. Okay, now, this is a problem here because if somebody came to me, Yahuwah forbid, let's say it's April and my family, we want to go to a music park so bad, I planned this, they didn't. And this brother just came to me, was saying, brother, you got a minute? Pray for you and your family. I said, man, I got plenty of time. He prays. And he asked me, brother, may I show you something from the word of Yah? I said, yeah, sure, why not? He showed me a verse in Philippians 2:12, which talks about working out salvation with fear and trembling. And he said, brother, if you want to win, if you want to make it salvation, you gotta get emerged. I was like, okay. And he was like, brother, you should get immersed today. Then I said, brother, that sounds great, but I'm going to the movies while my family is already planned, and then after that we're going to Corral, one of my favorite restaurants, buffet. I said, hey man, look, brother, look, I do it tomorrow, brother. You know what I'm saying? I do it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But when something might happen tomorrow, though, I gotta do. Right? I'm telling him. The brother just walked away. So let's say tomorrow came, and I told one of my wives, I said, hey, listen, guys, I'm going to take a trip to Cleveland for my business. My wife said, "Hey, don't you think about what that guy told you?" I said, "Nah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be okay. Look, we'll get immersed next year, but I'm just pushing it past that immersion, right?" I decided to drive to Cleveland. I get into an accident and I passed away. Do y'all see the point with that? Yahuwah used him. I know it, but I ignored it, and it cost my death tomorrow. Yahuwah forbid. You see, we got to think twice of why people coming to us. Let me give you another example. Also, door to door ministry, door to door. Now I know folks say, "All right, Joe Witness, no, let's get that out the way." Okay, let's get that out the way. Okay, let's say we come in, we knock in doors, we ring doorbells, and let's say a neighbor is like, "Listen, away with you. We don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the word of Yah. Right? I'm this, I'm that." Then he says, "And dude, you came at the wrong time. Tomorrow, I'm on Saturday." They say, "I'm going out." Okay, but let's say tomorrow on the Sabbath, there was a tornado in his neighborhood, and him and his family got murdered in that tornado. Okay, fellas. All right. So we have to stop. We have to do our best to stop boasting about what you can plan when somebody even approached you for a reason about truth, and you just ignored it completely. You don't want to. You didn't want to take it to an action, which cost you. Okay. Let's go to Exodus. Let's go to Exodus. Right. Okay. So let's go to Let's go to chapter 7, please. Chapter 7. Let's go to verse 10, please. We're going to start from there, read from there, okay? Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh, verse 10, and they did also as Jehovah has commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Verse 11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Mitzrayim or Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments. They cast down every man his rod, and it became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he hearkened not to them as you had said. Let me stop here real quick. Did y'all know that when people procrastinate a lot, their heart is hard? Their heart is always hard. They don't have the humility to go for it, something that's positive for your life. So keep that in mind, right? Now, the reason why Yahuwah hardened Pharaoh's heart, because Yahuwah wanted to show him the miracles. Okay, but that's not the point here. But let's keep going, right? Yahuwah said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hard. He refused to let the people go. Okay, get you into Pharaoh in the morning. So you go out. He goes out into the water. You should stand by the river's brink against you come. And the rod which is turned to a serpent, so you take into your hand. And you said to him, Yahuwah of the Hebrews has sent me unto you, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto you are not here. Verse 17. Thus says Yahuwah, in this you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters, which are in the river. Okay, and this be turned into blood. Now, let's stop here. Let's stay in Exodus. I'm going to do another example when Pharaoh said no again, when he refused the second time. So let's go and find that. Yeah, let's go further. Let's go to verse 20. Okay. And Moses and Aaron did so, as Yahuwah commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river, the sight of Pharaoh and the sight of his servants, and all the waters that were in the river were turned into blood. Okay. Verse 21, the fish that was in the river dead, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt or Mitzrayim. Verse 22, and the magicians of Mitzrayim or Egypt did so with their enchantments, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened. Once again, hard heart. He procrastinated again. Let's keep going. Neither did he hearken unto them as Yahuwah had said. Okay. So he went home in verse 23, right? Now, was it a third time? Let's find that. Let's go to chapter 8 and verse 16. This is the third time that he did it again. He procrastinated a third time. Okay. Yahuwah could have did miracles either way. Moses could have just changed his mind and repent. Yahuwah would have still did something, but it was for the punishment. He had a hard in his heart. Okay. Verse 16, and Yahuwah said to Moses, saying to Aaron, stretch out your rod and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice and man and beasts. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Mitzrayim or Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth the lice, but they could not. So there were lights upon man and upon beasts. Then the magician said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of the Lord." And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he hearkened not to them. That's the third time this brother procrastinated. Okay, y'all see what's going on here, right? He procrastinated 3 times. I don't got to keep reading because this let us know when we procrastinate, we heap up trouble in our household. Did y'all know that? For example, let's talk about like a relationship, a marriage, a covenant. So let's say a woman is interested in a man. The man is righteous. Let's think about this for a minute. This woman is a virgin, right? She's 22 years old, live with parents, but this woman known this brother for 2 years straight. They have a great acquaintance. They are comfortable with each other. The man says, "Hey, honey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let you live with me." She's very excited. Okay. He says, "Honey, I'm going to merge you." She's very excited. She's happy. This guy live in a house. He live in a 4-bedroom house, a 2-bathroom house. Okay. But the brother the next day called the woman, okay, called the engaged woman because they are engaged, and tells her, "Honey, something came up. I need to change my mind, and we can do this next week." First procrastination he did because he said something came up, and he did not explain what came up. He just said something came up. Y'all been through the experience where you talk to somebody, you wanted something, you needed something for that person, and it keeps saying something came up. Anyway, so the lady understood. The second time she called her, it's like, "Honey, I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and let you live with me." Right. And she said, "Are you sure?" She's like, because you didn't tell what happened. She's like, yeah. He like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal." Right. So he said, "I'm going to merge you and all that." Right. The next day, he called her and said, "Oh, honey, I meant to say next month, I'm going to go ahead and let you live with me and merge you." Now the woman is getting irritated. Right. It's like the man hardened his heart. Mind you, this is a virgin, okay? She says, "Honey, this is the second time." Ah, she's irritated. I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I promise. I promise, okay? I won't do it again." Right? But she says to him, she says, "Look, get everything done, please, before you take me in." He said, "Okay, no problem." He said, "Oh, thanks for forgiving me." Right? So a month later, after this little thing, space, guess what happened? He calls her a third time. "Hey, honey. Hey, I got everything packed." Right? She got everything packed. She's overconfident. "Honey, I got to tell you something." "What is it all?" Right? He says, "You know what? This is my final promise. I promise you tomorrow night I got you covered." She's mad, irritated. She says, "Don't call me again." She mean it. "Don't call me again. Come on now. I'm preaching." The man's like, "No, please, I'm sorry." I'll take the phone up. The brother found out in the news that this one he supposed to take in and build children with her, blah, 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 emerge her, teach her. Y'all know what happened? She got raped by a man and she got murdered. And the report says that she went to a dating service. She got a dude. She was impatient. She went to his house and he raped her at home, at his place. And she got murdered a week later. You ask yourself, whose fault is that? Is it the man's fault or is it the woman's fault? The man's fault. Because what he did by procrastinating, remember, procrastination is a demon, it's a spirit. He wasted time or tarrying. Remember, they've been knowing her for 2 years. Listen, she was a virgin. She was A pure woman. Okay? So she lost patience. Imagine 3 times he hardened his heart. And by the way, if y'all keep reading Exodus, um, Pharaoh got uh, into an accident. He got murdered. He got drifted away dangerously, got drowned in the sea, in the Red Sea, by the way, because he kept procrastinating. Anywho, that man caused that death because he kept procrastinating. That woman is an example of how we are today. When we keep wasting people's time, they will get mad with you. They will do something they never thought doing or regret of what they did. Okay, this is some real stuff. This can carry off stress to somebody else when you know they have a need of something or when they have a want of something. Now, when I say want, I'm not talking about anything of the world. Like, let's say a woman, she really wanted some food because she's poor, and he kept saying, "No, I'll do another time." Okay, we have to be careful with that because it is demonic. It is not of Yahuwah. We got to do what we say. Do it when we. And I tell people, if you want to do something, do it after everything is complete. Don't rush doing it if you're not ready to do it. Does it make sense? Let's prove that in the book of James about saying things, you keep breaking your promises, or breaking your responsibility, or breaking your works of when you procrastinating, but you just not doing your thing, right? So let's go to James. I'm telling you, this can cause people's lives. This can cause people's salvation. This can cause people's souls, their sanity, everything by you procrastinating. Okay, let's go to James chapter 2. Let's go to verse 15. Okay. It says if a brother or sister um be naked, okay, or destitute of daily food, okay. Um, verse 16. And one of you say unto them, Shalom, or depart in peace. Oh, be you warm and filled. Notwithstanding, you give them nothing. You give them not those things which are needful to the body. What does it profit? Let that sink in. We have people that say, listen, we got people. Some people, they will pray for the poor and procrastinately, if that's a word, but it's like a word, they don't do anything further. And this reminds me of people that look rich, and they pray a religious prayer to people using the name of Jesus and all this, okay? But they don't give them anything, nothing. Well, what if that person's last day to live? That's on you. Procrastination is like saying, I don't want to preach the good news to no one. I'd rather sit home and learn all day and live my life. That's what that reminded me of. But what if that poor person or a poor family, that was their last day on this earth, man, and they don't even know Yahuwah. Now, I'm not saying be a fool and give your whole paycheck. I'm not saying that. But do something. Take them in your car. You got a car, you stop by, take them to your car. Damn, give something to eat. Give them something to eat. They hungry. Or he hungry or she hungry. They appreciate that. You might even listen, man. They might even listen to you what you got to tell them about the word of Yah. And they could be saved in the future. But our problem is we are too prideful and we are lazy when it comes to procrastination. We miss out what Yahuwah have sent an assignment before us when it comes to the poor or somebody just have a certain need and don't do it. It sounds great. In verse 16 about saying, yeah, depart in peace. But wait a minute. Are we not supposed to do more? Let's keep going real quick, man. Let's keep going real quick. Let's go to verse 20. But will you know, O vain man, that agreement without works is dead? So when you procrastinating, you're not working on what you agreed on according to behavior of Yahuwah, according to moral character. So we have to understand this. We are wasting an assignment because Yahuwah probably gave them that poor people, but they could be messengers. You never know. Did y'all know that? So we have to be careful with this procrastination. It's dangerous. Okay, procrastination can, like I said, it can cause you to lose your family. Let's go to Timothy, please. Yeah, it can cause you to lose your family. Let's go to Timothy chapter 5, verse. Boy, this is a good word already. Praise you, Yah. Uh, yeah, chapter 5, verse 13. It says in verse 13, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle but tattlers and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. Ain't that procrastination? Ain't that called being idle? Let's see what idle means. And a matter of fact, when it's about house to house, that's about religious people. That's some of the so-called people you have, so-called friends. You go to their home, you speak bull crap. You speak some things that don't make any sense. Like you gossiping about people's lives. You ain't speaking no truth at all. House to house. You're not speaking. You're not immersing people. You're not giving them prayer. Nothing. That's being idle. You're not. I mean, you're there, but you're not there in spirit. Idle means this. Idle means avoiding work without purpose or effect. So when you procrastinating, you got nothing. You got no purpose in life. You are wasting people's time and your time. You waste your family's time. Let's go to verse 8, please, in the same chapter. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own household, he has denied the agreement, and it's worse than the infidel or those who don't follow Yah. Ain't that something? Doesn't it sound procrastination? Huh? When you procrastinate and you do not want to take care of your family, and you keep telling them, "Oh, guys, it's gonna be okay. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna get a job." You procrastinating, and your wife will leave your ass, or your women, and they're gonna be okay with another man because you procrastinating. This caused you to lose what you had. Even some people, when they lose their jobs, now they don't feel like working again. Now they got no income. The woman, listen, y'all, please listen. The women work hard, or his woman work hard. She damn near working double shift, every day. She working 14, 60 hours a day. And she work on the Shabbat 7 days a week. Because that dude ain't doing a damn thing. He sit his lazy ass on the couch playing Nintendo Wii. He keep procrastinating, saying, "Oh, honey, I'm gonna get a job. Oh, honey, I'm gonna go for this internship. Oh, but I'm gonna go for a business," and he not doing anything. That's procrastination, and this is why some women don't want a man. No wonder, because men are procrastinators. They don't want. They so comfortable at her house or his own. Rent ain't paid. Now he's evicted. He go back to mom and dad, procrastinating them. Now they got a problem against him because he have to pay rent. Now he's in a shelter. Procrastination, fellas, can cost you. We have to look at the big picture, man. Okay? Yes, like I said, in verse 8, if you don't provide for your own, for his own house, you are worse. And how is that possible? Because even those who don't follow Yahuwah, most people don't procrastinate. They do their job, man. They listen. Even religious people, they work their ass off. They work. Women have to work too. It happens. If the brother's sick, she work. If the brother missed his leg, cool. He missed a limb. That's okay. She working. Okay. You can, like I said, you can lose your family. Okay. Procrastination can cause you to have bad health. Okay. Bad health. For example, you have folk that hear the truth about what to eat, but what do they do? Oh, thank you. You know what? I'm gonna go for that. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Don't eat pork. Okay. Don't eat catfish. Oh, okay. Man, you gave me the word about that? Okay. Yeah. Um, I like what you're saying. Way to go, man. I like that. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. But then a couple of years later, he gaining 200 more pounds. He asked, like, brother, what happened? I said, oh, I've been eating. I just been overeating too much salmon. No, you've been eating a lot of burgers and pork and stuff like that. Let's prove that. Let's go to James. Back to James again. We have to live in action. We cannot live without action. All right. Sorry, laptop acting goofy again. There we go. What about Sham Yahuwah? So let's go to the book of James. With my laptop. Boy, it's crazy. Anyway. Let's go to James 1, verse 23 and 24, please. Then after that, we're going to go to the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 5. But look what it says. For if any hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding a natural face in a glass. For he or she beholds himself and goes his or her way and straightway forgets what manner of man or woman he or she was. What is it saying? Procrastination is a thief. It takes your workability, your workmanship away to live in it, to live what you heard, knowing that it's good for you. It is like a lazy bum. That's why I brought the parable before about the man keeps saying, I want to murder you, let you live with me. He did that 3 times, and she got murdered by a rapist. The man, oh, I'm not add on to that story. He was faking that he was into Yahuwah, by the way. And he took her in and raped her, right? This stuff can cause death, man. Cause you your family. Okay? This could take your identity away. This take your identity away in the spirit of Yahuwah. How can you live? How can you get to salvation and procrastinating? You can't, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Second Thessalonians. All right. It's also reflected the parable I said earlier about the brother claiming, oh man, I'm gonna eat that. Yeah, I'm gonna eat healthy. When he weighed 200 pounds in 2 years. That dude eating pork. That brother ate a lot of spaghetti and ate a lot of bread. Come on, man. That dude he barely ate salmon and barely ate clean fish and clean, ate vegetables and ate very less bread. Okay. Now, I hope y'all getting this word, man. Man, oh man. Let's go to verse 11. More about procrastination and slothfulness or laziness. It says, for we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly. Then it says, working not at all, but are busybodies. Oh my goodness. You know what this sounds like? Facebook. This sounds like Facebook, Instagram, and lazy ass workers. They want to get people in trouble at your workplace and tell you don't like that person. But that same person that told that not like that person, not doing anything. They don't like the truth. But they tell you not to like a coworker, but you dare to serve you in your job? Come on, man. You've got brothers that have an affair with men's wives at the company. And then the same people that are busybodies and they are lazy and they procrastinate. This is why people are sick in these companies. People got trust in these so-called and these damn insurances, Blue Cross Blue Shield, trusting these doctors. I'm preaching. And what does disorderly mean? Let's find out. And busybody. Disorderly or disorder means a state of confusion. Then let's look at the word busybody. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Busybody means, let's see. It means meddling or gossiping or a prying person, being somebody affair that you don't even know about. Let me give you a testimony of something. I think I'll tell my lady this. I used to work at this company. What is it called? From International in Mount Prospect, Illinois. There was a lazy brother I know. Okay. I was being nice. I'm a nice dude. I'm a nice brother. If y'all don't believe it, ask my lady. Okay. I go to work and I'm doing my job. And I'm not going to say his name. This brother was lazy. Lazy. I've seen it because I work with him. I'm like, my man, I'm like, you are lazy, brother. I worked at the assembly line to assemble the items in certain order in the boxes. So this guy, I don't know. He just had this attitude against me for no reason. I was like, brother, did you wake up out of the wrong side of the bed? Didn't even talk to you? What? I mean, why did you get a stinking ass attitude? He was like, look, I don't want to problems with you. I said, no, you not have any problems against me. You don't want to talk to some like, why are you in my way? That's what he told me. I was like, dude, we work in the same line. We talking about, we're supposed to work together like that, right? I said, my man, if you have a problem, we can talk in the corner in the warehouse like that. So we did. We talking in the corner warehouse. He can't close my face. I can't close his. I said, listen, my man, I don't know who you are. You know who I am. But listen, if you make a one move, I'm gonna beat your ass. Real talk. I was ready, and it took one boss came to me and him, and my assistant boss came, and the brother lied and claimed I was threatening him, and I didn't even threaten the brother. What's my point of bringing that up? When people are lazy and procrastinate, they have a funky attitude. Have you ever noticed that? I'm just the only person. They got this attitude, it's unspeakable. And you there to go to work. You doing your job. You there to go to work, go home and get your check every 6 days or every fortnight or every 2 weeks. Get your paycheck and go home. We're not them ain't no damn too much friends in the workplace, by the way. But have you ever been to that experience where somebody tell you don't do something or somebody don't say anything to you, you just saying good morning, and out of many always got something against you. But this is the same person, they know who you are in the lunchroom when you read the word of Yah. Because I used to do that. I used to bring my scriptures. I used to bring my scripture in my company to read it. And so for like, damn, bro, you reading the book? Yeah, I'm not reading the scriptures. Yeah, yeah. And he saw me reading, the same brother, and he procrastinated by not asking me, what are you reading? He could have had a chance to get truth. But instead, he gave me a hard time for no reason. Do y'all get what I'm saying? They would give you a hard time, but they know that you got the light in you, but they don't want that. They want to just make your life a living hell. That's why it says, once again, let's go to 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 11. I meant to say chapter 3, forgive me. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly or in confusion, with no order, working not all, but are gossipers or busybodies or meddlers. We have to be careful. For those who procrastinating, we better run away. I'm telling you, because it's not going to work through friendships. It's not going to work through relationships. Now, don't get me wrong. I do rest this case. Now, there may be situations at times that if somebody is sick, the man's wife, friend, whatever will understand that. If they plan on going to a music park tomorrow and the brother throwing up, you will forbid, that's different. His woman or women understood, his son, daughter, cousin, whatever, understood that. They replanned it next week or two to go to a music park because the brother was sick. See, that's understanding. Now, we're going to deal with why is there a lot of false neighborhoods? And this is part of procrastination. Let's go to the book of hold on. Man, this is deep. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 9, right? Now, before I go here, procrastination can destroy many people in your neighborhood because it's like when a person have a lot of understanding and they don't speak it out, that withholds the neighbors around you um, or away from you against goodness. This is why we have a lot of evil going on, because some of us allow it by us procrastinating. You know how some folks say, man, I can't wait to preach the good news or serve people, and they never did it? That is demonic. That is demonic. Some people just say, I've just been busy. No, you don't want to do it. You're just wasting time. This is why we have children today and teenagers that's living wickedly, wickedly. Parents live wickedly because people's not out here going door to door or going to street corners and asking folks for prayer and giving them cards, etc., for the good news. But you know what we do? We go to the church. We go there though. Why not go there and just speak the good news to our people about who we are, about how to overcome sin and what is sin, etc.? What about just doing that? How about doing that? Knowing that the institution do procrastinate, they don't go out here too much. I mean, you may have a little bit of missions, but that's false too because they're not 100% in truth. But they don't do their part like that. Y'all hear what I'm saying? This is where we got false neighborhoods. Let's read this verse. For though I speak or preach the basura, or good news, okay, or good tidings. What does that mean? The truth. That's what that is. Then it says, I have nothing to esteem Yahuwah of, for the needs is laid upon me. Yeah, woe unto me if I preach not the news. So you procrastinating when you're not even preaching, when you're not teaching, when you're not doing immersions. That's what I brought earlier about the parable when that brother had a virgin and he kept procrastinating and she got murdered. We got people even procrastinate and even in conversation. Let's say somebody came to me and talking to me. The brother asked me, brother, how do you come to Yahuwah? How do you do it? I say, brother, can I get back with you on that? I got a phone call, but I ain't really had a phone call. I just made a lie. That's procrastination. Procrastination is when you also lying to people. We got to be careful what we planning, man. We got to be real attentive. We got to make sure things are complete. Yeah, did y'all know that? When you keep procrastinating, you are lying. You are lying. You're not being real and you're not being responsible according to you. Overcome procrastination. So once again, he says, if woe or trouble to me if I don't even speak good news. Ain't that something? We got to get real, man. We got to get real up in here. This is 2020. We had to be real up in here, man. Things are getting worse out here. We don't got time to keep procrastinating. It can carry us to death, or losing what you need, and it can also cause spiritual death. Let's go to another verse. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Procrastination, y'all. What is procrastination? My goodness. Let's go to Matthew chapter 8, please. Machatahu. Oh my goodness, Father, thank you. $2, Yahuwah, thank you. So this is about excuses, because y'all notice that when people procrastinate, they keep coming with these excuses. And what's funny, these are the people who get everything done, and they got excuses. You know what they're saying? They're saying, no, I don't want that. Yep. People procrastinate. They're really saying, no, I don't want to do that. We'll get to that too. Now, now, um, let's go to verse 18 for chapter 8, right? Now, when Yahushua saw a great amount of people, multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart to the other side. And verse 19, and a certain scribe came and said to him, Leader, I will follow you wheresoever you go. Okay? Yahushua said unto him, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has not where to lay his head. Verse 21, and another of his disciples said to him, Leader, suffer me first, or allow me first to go bury my dad. See these excuses, right? These is called procrastination. Okay, now I know they say I will follow whether service you go. Now that's not procrastination on excuse, but let's keep going. Okay. Um, verse 22. Yahushua said unto him, Follow me and let the dead bury their dead. Okay. So I'm just speaking this because we have people that like to say this all the time. They like to say, I'm not ready. And if people don't like what I say, I don't care. I don't care. We got people that say, I'm not ready to hear the truth. I'm not ready to get immersed. I'm not ready to get in a relationship with you. I'm not ready. But that woman been knowing that dude for 5 years. She still ain't ready yet to get with that man. I'm not ready to work out. Are you sure? You got diabetes. Are you sure you're not ready to work out yet? Said that like 10 times. Like I said earlier in my dialogue, procrastination can affect your health, family, spirit. It can block you to get saved in the future. It does a lot against you that you didn't even ask for. Procrastination can also take you to prison. Did y'all know that? Yes. Procrastination can take you to prison or take you to jail. For example, let's say a woman known her husband for 15 years. Okay, they've been together, that long. In other words, and the brother is in a gang. His wife is trying so hard to be patient with him, but it is so draining because he's been in a gang for 10 years. So 10 out of 15 years has been havoc. She keeps saying, honey, look, our children need you. I need you. I need you to stop doing this gang thing. He was like, I know. I gotta do this. I gotta do this final run with my gang group. I got you, baby. I promise you. I won't even I will leave the gang tonight. I will go ahead and never come back to that gang. And she's like, yeah, you always say that all the time, right? So he go ahead and do his thing, right? And all of a sudden, They want to rob a bank. His gang, they rob a bank. The cops come at the perfect time. The cops shot the man. Now the man is dead for good, and he keep procrastinating. That brother had a chance for 10 years straight to leave that gang group, and he never did, and it cost his life. What really makes me sad is that we have women that have family, and these brothers keep procrastinating on what they need to do. And I'm talking about those who are in drugs, those who are get temper problems, you can name it. And they always say, I'm going to work it out. I'm going to do this. Give me a minute. Give me some time. So we have to understand that the devil gets esteem out of that too. Let's go to let's go to Acts chapter 5, please. The book of Acts. Because I know some of y'all may be familiar, but when we procrastinate a lot, we actually pleasing men. Did y'all know that? We are pleasing people. We pleasing everybody. But why not please your family? Why not do right for your family? I thought family comes first before anybody else. Is that not right? Does not family come first? Well, I'm gonna get wrong. Yahuwah comes first. Okay. And then you got Yahusha and then you and your family. It's not listen, it's not people first, and then yourself. Okay. Let's go to Acts 5:26. So this is what it says. Then went the captain with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, lest they should have been stoned. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, Did we not straightly command you that you should not teach in this name? And behold, you have filled Jerusalem with your truth, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us. Peter said, or Caiaphas said, and the other apostles answered, said, We ought to obey Yahuwah rather than man. What is this saying here? This is saying that this, on the contrary, that when people is not procrastinating, when dealing with things of the spirit, they don't fear man. They do what the Father needs them to do. But the problem, though, on the contrary of what I read, some brothers don't want to teach their families. They so busy on doing other things too much. That's why some wives seek another man to teach them the word of Yah. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Brothers, y'all better teach your family. Quit letting other brothers teach your wife or your wives different things that knowing that it could be demonic and you allowing it. Teach your family. Teach your damn children. Stop trying to be lazy. Stop trying to make excuses, man. This stuff is real. That's why the devils help us everywhere when it comes to false you know lies, you know, influences. Because the devil can strike you with your weakness when you procrastinate. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to chapter 6, I think. No, sorry, honey. No, get it. 6 verse 6 and verse 7. It says, go to the ant, you lazy one or sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. It says, was having no guidance or guide, overseer or ruler. So the point of reading this is to define a procrastinating person. You know, this is somebody who haven't been disciplined of how to set what is called priorities and how to consider others. So that's what I was asking earlier. How can you get into salvation and you haven't and you procrastinating? You got to have a discipline to overcome that. But procrastination is not going to. You know what? Yahuwah is not going to trust you if you're procrastinating. Did y'all know that? Yahuwah is not going to make you become like a leader or a helper to serve others in truth. He's not going to trust you in that. You can also waste the things of Yahuwah, of him favoring you too, when you're procrastinating. Because we know that when we treat people with love and we live in the light, we get favor, right? But on the contrary, we don't. So procrastination can make you very low self-esteem, make you poor, make you lose your job, your car, your family, make you lose a lot. Yeah, it's crazy, right? You will lose everything you had, everything, 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 everything. Procrastination is like a lack of patience to do right. Have y'all noticed that? When people keep wasting time, they not patient. They don't have the they have they got a bad attention span. Have y'all noticed when y'all show somebody something really good, important of the word, they accept it, but they don't look at it, but they may not, they say, no, thank you. But if you give them something based on pornography or something based on a gym shoe, with like Nike gym shoe, something, they okay with that? Have y'all noticed that? Because these people don't have patience. They don't have patience to follow what you got to tell them. They don't want that. They don't want that. They may praise you while you teaching or living like Yahusha, but they're not going to take you serious. They're not going to support you. Procrastinators don't support you like that. Let's stay in Proverbs and let's go to Let's go to Proverbs 12:22. It says, "Lying lips are an abomination towards Yahuwah, but they that deal truly are his delight." Okay, and then let's go to Proverbs 12:7. The wicked are overthrown or canceled and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm bringing out more scriptures about this. Give me a minute. I'm just putting out scriptures out here. Okay, procrastination. Oh, and you know what? I need to explain verse 7 because I want it to be confusing. But verse 7, the wicked are overthrown. So when you procrastinate, y'all wicked. Did y'all know that? That's why I speak about parables about about the woman and the virgin, and about um, the man that's in the gang and procrastinating, right? That that is a wicked person. It may be hard for some of y'all because you're looking at, well, I do change my mind about going to the store or whatever. Yeah, but it's still wicked. You being wicked like that. I'm sorry, but because remember, when you procrastinate, you lying. When you constantly doing that, remember what happened Moses with Pharaoh. He kept lying. He was wasting time. Okay, so like I said, we have to be careful. I tell people if you plan something, say Yah willing. That would prevent a problem. That would prevent lying. If you say so, let's say I told my lady that I say, honey, we going out um, next week to a movie theater. Next day 5. If Yahuwah wills it, and her mind should be like, oh wait, but he said if Yahuwah wills. So let's say we didn't go to the movie. She'd be like, but he said Yahuwah willing or Yahuwah wills. That prevent her from being irritated because I said Yahuwah wills. If Yahuwah wills. Because we don't know what a day will bring tomorrow. We don't know what a night may bring. We don't never know what will happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's why the first verse I came was what? Proverbs 27, verse 1. We never know what a day may bring. It's better to do it right away. Okay? To do it right away. Set up and do it. You never know. All right. Um, let's go to Proverbs 13 and verse 21. It says, "Evil pursues sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid." So the more you procrastinate, evil will chase you. Did y'all know that? Darkness is going to chase you in a situation when you saying no, I'm not ready. Give me another year. Then he said it again, give me another year. So you keep wasting time until it's time's up. That's why I notice people have this thing like, oh my goodness, Father, I'm sorry, don't take me all, Father, don't take me damnation. Oh my goodness. Imagine who was saying, but wait a minute, I give you all those chances and you broke every one of them. Listen, we got old people. They still live in sin. Did y'all know that? They still procrastinate to repent of their sins. We're talking 80-year-olds, 70, man. I mean, they procrastinate. They still procrastinate. They got all that, and they heard the word before. They heard the truth, man. But they still want to live wrong. Proverbs 15:3. Let's see what that says. The eyes of Yahuwah are in every place, beholding evil and the good. What is that telling you? Yahuwah is big. He sees everything at the same time, and he behold what you're doing. So it's better you do it now than later. What's the point of making excuses and knowing that Yahuwah sees everything of what you're doing? I'm preaching. He sees it. So what's your point of making an excuse to not want to get emerged and don't want to repent of your sin? You don't want to praise the person speaking truth. So what's your point of wasting time? Do it, man. Do it. You even got people that, and this is the worst part. Let's say somebody say, "Yeah, I'm interested. I want to get emerged." That person travel using the plane. That person go there. That person not even answering your phone call. Now you're pissed off. Have y'all been through that experience? Y'all got somebody they want to visit you so bad. You go up there where they at, and now they not answering their phone call. And then a few days later, they're calling you and apologizing. I'm like, wait a minute, your dumb ass, excuse me? I need more than an apology. You wasted my money. You wasted my airplane ticket. You see what I'm saying? You got people who do that. They'll procrastinate even when you just got through talking to them. You up there traveling from Idaho, let's say Idaho or Nevada to Washington, just to visit for dinner or do immersion. Now they ask you a phone call. This is some real stuff. And procrastinators are pretenders. Did y'all know that? Listen, this is the word of Yahuwah, man. When you procrastinate, you are pretending in a way. When you keep practicing it, you either try to do two things. You trying to get rid of the person to make them upset so they can leave you alone because you know they're righteous and you can't stand it, or you're afraid. So you're trying to keep pretending and procrastinating so that your hopes that they will get rid of you to block you. You see what I'm saying? These are the ones that don't want to follow Yahuwah. They don't want Yahuwah. Y'all better listen and listen good, man. Now let's go to Galatians 6:9. Then we're going to go to Romans chapter 12. All right, Galatians. So it says, "Let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall collect or reap. We faint not." Now this is a good one because just let us know when we are procrastinating, we are tired to keep doing what's right, but we're not tired to do what's wrong. Y'all notice that? We got this mental tiredness because maybe it came for something that we cannot let go that is not of Yahuwah that can tire us down. Okay? So let us not be tired. When somebody come to y'all and they talk about emerging truth, you better think about that and do it, man. Stop saying thank you so much for your time. No, stop. Stop it. No, Yahuwah don't want you to hear that. He don't want you to say, excuse me, he don't want you to say that in that perspective. If a person come to you, don't speak the procrastinating sentence saying, thank you for your time. No, that's bull. Because trust me, I did business and I worked at this company called NRG. And when people talk about thank you for your time, or they say, hey, thank you, I think about it, they don't want to do it. They don't want the 10,000 miles. Okay, if you have an electric bill in your name, they don't want that. Okay, they like saying no, I'm not interested. It's the same thing. When you make excuses all the time and you're pretending, you are saying no. No different with this is another one. No different. Some of y'all women, y'all procrastinate a brother's opportunity to take you as wife. When it comes to polygyny, y'all got that bad too. Y'all say y'all interested, but then y'all keep making excuses and why they want to be with the man's life. But then you interested in him, you talking to him. You don't want to visit a brother, but you keep making excuses, and you procrastinating. Then if you don't want to do polygyny, then leave it alone. Don't waste your brother's time. That can cause to be angry. That's like having a cheeseburger right in the poor man's face. You just playing with him. He want to eat that burger so bad. He like, stop, sir, I want to eat it. Nah, can you eat the burger? Chase it. And then you eat on it. That's how procrastination is. It's like y'all toying with people's lives. And you know they have a need, but you're not giving it to them. You playing with them. You irritate them. We do the same thing to Yahuwah. Did y'all know that? When you procrastinate, you wasting the Father's time. You spin on his face. You saying that Yahuwah is not important. You saying that there's a God that more important than he is, or people more important than Yahuwah. Did y'all know that? Your video game is important more to Yahuwah, or pornography or sin or sexual sin is more important than Yahuwah. Okay? Mind you, when you procrastinate, Yahuwah is not important to you anymore. Did y'all know that? He's not important to you anymore. Let's go to Romans chapter 12, please. Remember, procrastination is those who don't get patience to live right. They don't get, but they got patience to live wrong. They can hang on with that, but they don't get the patience. They don't get the patience to live right. Let's go to 12, and then let's go to verse 9, please. It says, "Let love be without dissimulation or pretending. Hate or abhor that which is evil, and cleave or connect that which is good." You see that? Let love be without dissimulation. Love is part of patience. But when you in procrastination, you don't have love. Did y'all know that? Especially when it comes to something where somebody needs something spiritually and you're not fulfilling it, you don't have love. You don't have it. Let's go to Corinthians 13. Let's go to verse 1, please. "Though I speak with tongues of different languages of men and of messengers, and have not love, I am becoming a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have the agreement so that I can remove mountains and have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burnt and have not love, it profits me nothing." What is the point of me reading those verses? This person just doing the works, but don't have love like that. Don't have the love like that. And this can also go based on procrastination, because this remind me of the institutions or the churches. Have y'all been in the experience where y'all go to any church for help, and they tell you to pay me tithes to get help? Ain't that some crazy shit? They would tell you to, oh, in order to get my help, you got to pay tithes. I'm not lying. They say that crap, but you poor, and it's also, oh, pay my tithes and I'll help you out. That's procrastination, and that's wickedness. Listen, you got people that have a house, and the rooms haven't been used yet. They don't let a poor person in, they procrastinating. Y'all got that bad too. But y'all claim y'all love Yahuwah, but you ain't let somebody in your house showing hospitality, knowing that maybe Yahuwah used them to get to your life so they can be saved in the future, and you're not letting those people in. And here you are, you got a house, with 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a big kitchen, a basement, attic, and it's just you and your wife. Are you kidding me? And you can't even let a family in, a wife and a husband and 2 children to share the rooms? Are you kidding me? But you tell them, nice meeting you. Have a good day. I pray for you. That reminds me of people like that in chapter 13, where they do preach, but they don't help the poor like that. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with that. Let's go to the book of James 4:17. Man, we're dealing with procrastination, fellas. Procrastination. Procrastination will kill you. I'm telling you, it will kill you. Okay? It will kill you. We're dealing with that right now in James 5:17. Y'all think this is a joke? This is real talk, man. This is raw vegetables. For real. James chapter 4, verse 17. James 4:17. It says, therefore, to him or her that knows to do good and don't do it is sin. Let's read it again. Therefore, to him or her that knows to do good and don't do it is sin. When people make excuses to keep sinning, when they argue with you, listen to me. Your woman, for example, your man, if you show them a couple of scriptures, they arguing. I don't want to hear it, right? But you showing love. You loving that person by showing the word to help them. They are procrastinating, but they also hate correction. Facebook is very worse. I used to have a Facebook account. I had experiences where I tried to, when I was correcting people and they blocking me. I'm like, damn, what did I text wrong for you to block me? But I was wanting to show you some scriptures to get some understanding. How many of y'all been through that experience? That's procrastination. When you don't want to hear excuses. Hear truth. Don't want to get correction. That's like having a stomach ache and your wife is trying to help your stomach, but you saying, why you give me that for? I'd rather drink water. But water ain't gonna do it for you. You got to take her ginger soup or her ginger drink. That's what they remind me of. But y'all keep throwing up because you procrastinating and you don't want to take the wife's help of ginger, knowing that ginger does absolutely help your stomach against vomiting. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4. Praise Yah. Baruch Hashem Yahuwah. My goodness. I really hope y'all get this, please. He becomes poor, or she becomes poor, that deals with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Once again, when you're procrastinating, you are lazy. Don't get a family if you are a procrastinator. Don't get a wife. Don't get children if you are procrastinating all the damn time. Don't do it. It's better to be single and deal with that crap through prayer. Okay? To get somebody that be a mentor to help you against that problem. Let's go to Proverbs 12:24. Man, I tell you, we got to be careful, man. We got to be careful, man. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful, there we go again, slothful, the slothful shall be under tribute. Let's go to verse 25 in the same chapter in Proverbs 12, chapter 12, right? It says, the righteous is more, heaviness or anxiety or, worriness in the heart of a man makes it stoop, but a good word makes it glad. So look up the word stoop. All right. So stoop means to bend one's head or body forward or downward, lower one's moral standards, so far as to do something reprehensible. Okay. Let's go to Proverbs 13:4. Remember, procrastination can cause you to be poor, lose everything you have, lose your spirit of Yahuwah as well. Did y'all know that? Yahuwah is it's not going to dwell upon you anymore. When you constantly procrastinating, or you are missing out in Yahuwah's will. When you keep saying, give me a year, give me a few months, give me a few days. Look, stop. Just do it. The soul of the sluggard desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Okay? And it's funny with that verse because it's mammy of people that don't want to work and they waste time to, when it comes to a job, they keep saying look for a job, but they begging their family for money. Do y'all notice that? And then they use your social security number to get something without your consent. Have y'all noticed that? Now tell me if I'm wrong. Procrastinators. They don't want to be stewards. They don't want to be diligent. Be careful with people like that. I'm telling you, they will eat you up like termites. Let's go to Proverbs 20:4. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. The lazy one or sluggard will not plow or collect by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing. That was connect what I was just saying earlier. Okay, fellas, this is about procrastination. There's some mammy of folk that keep asking you for money. You give them something, they screw that up too, and they don't appreciate what you did for them. Have y'all noticed that? That's why we cannot trust everyone. We cannot trust everyone. We have to be responsible of our own plans of righteousness. That's it. We have to do right. That's deep, man. They will ask you, use your social security number, specific things, and your credit is low as I don't know what. They can't pay the bills of furniture or uh, the car you have to co-sign. Procrastinate only pay their bills too much, man. Procrastinators don't pay their bills, not too much or not ever. They don't. They will screw you up and don't give a shit about it. They don't care. I said earlier, people like this, they're not gonna be saved in the future. They're not gonna get it. They praise you, they love what you say. They might be on YouTube all day. Which when you're on YouTube, they ain't YouTube with you. Phone call fellowship. You might meet somebody in real life. Oh, they go to preacher. Oh, they go his wife or his brother, spiritual brother, right? And they will not support you. They don't want no immersion. They just want to see your face. They just want to get entertained of what you're saying. And to me, that's sad. That's sad. And that's why we still got bad neighborhoods today. Let's go to Proverbs 21:17. Now, this one here, this is going to be hot. Get ready for this one. He or she that loves pleasure shall be a poor man or poor woman. Uh-oh. He that loves wine and oil shall be rich. Now, when a person loves the world and they so deep into it, they always procrastinate of what's righteous, right? And they always give the world its time, and they always give their feelings his own time, and he goes for that, but it leads him into poverty. That's why people be late for work all the time. And when they late for work all the time, now they don't want to get a job, but then they might get a new job because they tired of getting broke. They be late for work again constantly. They lose their job, and then they get a female. Then he lives at her house or her apartment, and then he eats up the things she has. And what I mean by eating up the things she have sex. He have sex with her. She loved the sex thing. It's great. But then he asked her to buy him a damn PlayStation. Oh, I'll pay you back, honey. Okay. Right? And then, oh, honey, I'll pay the rent. Okay. Right? He ain't did that in months. She's patient, but then she just tired of being patient. And guess what happens? She kicks him out of her apartment. Don't blame her, though, because that's not his damn place. And now he's poor. Doesn't that sound like verse 17? Love, pleasure, he likes to be around pleasurous things, but wait a minute. What about the people that can't about the word of Yah? Oh, he don't want that. He keeps saying, oh, tomorrow, I will get better. Oh, I will get emerged. Or she says that. Stop procrastinating. It's not going to help you. I promise you, it's not going to help you. It's better to do it now. Do it now, like there's a fire in your house to escape to be safe. Do it now. Stop wasting time for your video games or for some hoe that don't care about you or some crazy ass man. Stop. Tell the concert to leave me alone. Give the concert another time, or don't ever go to one. Give the strip club a time to not go again. Give room for immersion. Give room to do right. Give room to repent of your sins. Let's go to Romans 7, verse 20 and 21. Romans 7, verse 20 through 21. Romaun, chapter 7, verse 20, verse 21. Now we'll talk about your behavior. Did y'all know that people procrastinate? I'm talking about righteous people. Oh yeah, yep. People that's righteous, and you know you do right, but you just want to do wrong for some reason. This. Let's go. Or those who heard the truth, but then you want to still keep doing wrong. But you claim that you don't want to do wrong, but you practicing it and you enjoying it. Let's go to Romans 7, please. That's part of procrastination. And that's not of Yahuwah. That's not of Yahuwah. Now, verse 20. Now, if I do, you know what? You know what? Actually, let's go deeper. Let's go to, you know what? You know what? Let's go to verse 15. It's better. It's better. For that which I do, I allow not, living right, not, for, excuse me, for what I would that I do not have the mind of battle to sin or not sin. Have you went through that experience, procrastinators? But which I hate that do I, procrastination. You keep doing it, you weak minded, so you keep going this way. Don't make you weak to sin. Why are you still doing it? Why are you going to that area to cause you to sin? Why are you going to a strip club? Why are you going to a bar? If you have fornication, that's why you're going to the bar. Stop going to the goddamn bar. Stop going to the bar. If you have problems with masturbation and you keep looking at women's ass or feet, make you masturbate, stop doing that. Cut the photos off. Come on, let's keep going. But what I hate that I do verse 16, if then I do that which I would not. Now you're back in the mind battle again. I consent or agree unto the Torah is good. You agree with the Torah, you praising it, but wait a minute. Verse 17, now then it is I no more that I do it. That's the weak of the weakness of the flesh, but sin that dwells in me, meaning we are in this fleshly shell. This body is sin, okay, from Adam, curse, right? That's why we have to die, right, and be resurrected. Verse 18, for I know that in me, that is my flesh, dwells a good thing, right? For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. Verse 19, for the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Procrastination again. Verse 20, now if I do that I would not, it is no more that I that do it, but sin that dwells in me. If I, verse 21, I find then a rule that when I would do good, evil is present with me. Okay. Now, this is talking about procrastination, being a hypocrite at the same time. You know to do right, but you keep doing wrong, but you're doing right. You're doing more wrong than right because you're going places you should be going, or you're looking at things you should be looking at. Procrastinators make excuses. They always make excuses. They go for something what they shouldn't do, even in secret. That's called secret sins. You notice how you one day preaching, and it's like you had a good day, but at home you doing things you should be doing. Secret sins. Without asking y'all to forgive you. And no wonder why you're going through struggles right now. You can't keep up with your bills. Women can't keep you. Your children's cursed. You're always sick all the time. You get problems with your walking because Yahuwah know that you are hating him. You are sinning in secret all the time, and he hates that. And now he shut down your ministry. Now you can't preach or teach like you used to because you are procrastinating and you keep sinning, but you doing it right at the same. No, you got to be perfect. Procrastinators don't be perfect. They always make excuses because they are afraid of something that they don't let go. Or maybe somebody told them something to say, oh, don't do that. Don't listen to him. Don't do it. That's why I tell y'all, be careful of what people you have in your circle. Don't please everyone. It's better to have few friends than have so many because you can't trust everybody. They will make you become procrastinators. They will be stumbling blocks in your life to make you save in the future. This stuff is no joke. Okay? So this is a sin problem. Don't get me wrong. Righteous people, do a slip up, sin, very occasionally. But most cases, real men and women, they live right mostly. Ain't perfect. Okay? So I just want to point out there. All right. Yes, please. Thank you, honey. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is another good one. Let's go to let's go to Proverbs 24. I ain't thought that at all. Proverbs 24, verse 30, 34. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30 to 34. Mashlah, or Proverbs chapter 20, verse 30 to verse 34. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30 to 34. Right. Oh my goodness, this is really good. It says, I went by the field of the slothful. That lazy word, slothful again. Okay, procrastination. And by the vineyard of the man, empty or void of understanding. Verse 31, and lo, it, um, it was all grown over with thorns and nettles. I covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw, verse 32, and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Verse 33, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall your poverty come as one that travels, and one shall and your one as an armed man. Ain't that something? At the end of those verses, that sound like a spirit, like a thief that come in your home and take all your goods. You say, yeah, go ahead and take it. Yeah, go ahead. You want to take my wife too? You want to take my children? You want to rape them? Go ahead. I'm sorry, but I have to say that because this is what this reminds me of. Listen, are y'all getting this? Am I crazy? Well, I'm crazy for the truth, but this sound like laziness or procrastination, like a demon or a thief, a robber, and you doing nothing about it. You send your scary, crazy ass in the couch or lay in the bed, not doing anything, while Your family is being tortured, and you got weapons in your home. You know how to use them, but you're not using them. There are only two men, for example, only came to your home. Only two guys, and you letting them rape your wife and your damn children or your wives, okay? And they are defenseless, and you're gonna sit there ain't doing a damn thing. This reminds me of procrastination. They don't want to do anything. They keep making excuses. And by the way, when you make excuses all the time, keep saying, "Give me tomorrow, next week, get my life together," you are letting the devil destroy you. You are letting him strip you, strip you of your chance, and to strip your identity, and to make you become a damn slave to the enemy and to your own emotions and to your feelings. We got to stop doing that. Another thing I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because this is about truth. Some of y'all women, y'all do make up breakup relationships. Make up breakup relationships. He kicks you out, she kick you out. You kick her out, she kick you out. Back and forth all the time. Oh honey, I promise I won't do it again. Oh, I promise I'll do it again, I won't hurt you. More arguments. Just stay separated. What is that? That's another one I meant to say earlier. Procrastination. Listen, if relationships don't work, don't let it work. If it ain't working, if she put her hands on you, kick her out for good. Don't bring her back. Try some. Oh, I promise you, I do it. I mean, I promise you, you will never come back again. But then your asses bring her back, and that's what happens to you again. Let it go. Y'all don't let things go. Sometimes when y'all procrastinate, y'all hold on to doo doo, dookie. Let doo doo go. Like I say, doo doo stink when you smell it, right? Let it go. That's not going to make your relationship or your spirit healthy, but keep bringing in drama back and forth. Y'all women do the same damn thing. Some of you do the exact same thing. Y'all had a divorce. Now you're gonna do another time after he beat your ass the first time, put his hands on you, but you just went on ahead and canceled a man of Yahuwah, but you decided to go with the same dude that treats you like shit, and you think that was okay? But the second brother, the second man of you, the second man wanted to take care of you right and spiritually, but you saying I want to go back with the other man, the dude that treats you like shit. Some of y'all do that all the time. Y'all procrastinate. Let's say a brother came in your life, y'all had a divorce like 10 years ago, right? And you just in your mid 30s. The brother is interested. This dude will even give you his damn house. You want to. The brother taught you the word of Yah. You agree with that. You appreciate the word, right? Then the woman, the woman says, listen, I don't want to look, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm saying that guy I told you about. Are you nuts? So you want to get your ass whooped? You like to get your ass whooped? That's what you want to get your behind whooped, right? You enjoy that, but you just missed out a righteous man that could have made sure you get saved, could have had more children, could have had children with you. You become a woman of Yah. That's called a make-up breakup relationship. Are you kidding me? Stay separate. Get the divorce done and move on with somebody else better as a righteous man of Yahuwah. Some of y'all brothers do that too. The woman treats you like shit, and y'all okay with that. That's another woman interested in you. You cut her off because she turned on get another woman, knowing that polygyny is okay. But she said don't do. But it's the same one that treats you like shit, and you're like a boy under her. Stop procrastination. But the man be saying, even in prayer, oh Father, I'm gonna really leave her for good. You just latch to Yahuwah. You procrastinate. Now you latch to the Father, and you still with her. Y'all better, you know what? Even through prayer, y'all latch to the Father. Have y'all noticed that? Y'all be saying things to the Father. Y'all don't keep what y'all say. Procrastination. That's why that's why people need to not make promises that you can't keep. Find that. Wait a minute. Matthew 5:37. Y'all got to be careful, because Yahuwah hold us accountable of what we say, what we want to do, and we don't do it. We got to be careful. If we are procrastinating, it's better to not pray that way. Saying, "Oh, Father, Yah, I'm asking that you favor me. If you give me this house, I'm gonna go ahead and preach, preach in the same neighborhood." Listen, don't do that. If you know you ain't gonna do it, why you tell Yahuwah that? You know, it's like making promises to the Father you can't keep. Yahuwah holds you accountable with that. Just to let you know about that. Stop doing things like that. Oh my goodness! I really hope y'all getting this. I really hope y'all getting this understanding. Just stop. 537. Who is getting hot up here? But let your communication be yeah, yeah, or nay, nay, or no, no. For whoever is more than these come of evil. In other words, when you praying, when you say what you mean, keep it and do it. Some of y'all women even make promises. Praise y'all. Some of y'all in the text message, on a phone call, y'all be like, honey, you know what? You're the last one to be with. I'm gonna be with you. You know, did y'all know you make it confident already through the phone calls? When you be careful what you say. Mean what you say, you better keep that. Because when you say that, you are saying it before Yahuwah to when you talk to a man of Yah. Some of y'all women, y'all say things, listen to me, y'all procrastinate what you say and you change the man against him. When something happens in your life, you take out on him. Have y'all been through that? If y'all do that, I know what I'm talking about. Yahuwah held accountable gets you on that too. When y'all women say that, y'all better keep what y'all say. When y'all talking about yeah, I want to have children with you, I want to love you, you better keep that. Because Yahuwah, see, he hears what you're saying. Stop saying things and you don't keep it. That's called truce breaking. You're breaking a covenantal word. Because when you say that to a man, you are engaged to him. That means you cannot talk to other brothers. You got to talk to him only. You cannot have male friends. Because when you do, you get distracted of what you told that righteous man. Now you're not going to be able to keep what you say. Now you're going to be distracted by another damn handsome dude. Now you forgot what you told the other brother. Now you like a hoe. You just talking to guys and sleeping with them. We got to be careful what we say to these brothers, these men of Yah. Okay? This is real talk. We got to maintain what we say and to keep it. That's procrastination. That's lying. He said, let your name be near you. No. Some people pray and be like, oh, Father, thank you. Now I'm be with this man. But then soon later, y'all talk to another dude about asking for money and stuff. Wait a minute. Did you not just pray thanking y'all for a man that you're going to be with in the future? But wait, why talk to another dude ask for money and then ask him, oh, man, I come see you again? Or man, I come visit your place? That's procrastination. You breaking your promise what you made for yourself and do prayer. We have to be careful we send these brothers on the damn phone or do text messaging. If you're not sure, don't say anything. Just be like, hi, how you doing? That's it. Or be like, hey, can you pray for me? How's your day? Don't say nothing lovey-dovey on the text and some I want to be with you only. Don't waste a man's time. Yahuwah is against that. Some of y'all men do the exact same damn thing. Yes, I'm getting y'all brothers too. Y'all do the exact same thing. Y'all tell these virgin women, these widow women, these divorced women who probably got children too. Y'all pray and tell some. Oh, I promise you, you're the only one to take care. And she expects you to be with her. But then y'all should have changed your mind because she probably told you, she um lost her loved one and she lost her toenail and now y'all change your mind. But wait a minute, oh, I don't care. It's lost a damn ear. You made a covenant speech to her. You got to keep that. That's no different when you make love to a woman. That's your wife. That's the same concept, but different engagement. I told you, this is some raw, uncut truth. He said, let your name be near you. No. Don't speak procrastinate to Yahuwah. He don't got time for that. He was like, listen, which one is it? What do you need from me? What do you need from me? You make a promise, you better damn near keep it. And you know what? This is why we got a lot of upset women and men out here, because they break these words, then they block you all of a sudden. You can't call no more. Now these people going crazy. They upset. They angry. This is why we cannot. That's why some people don't want to get into a relationship now, because people are broken. Hearts is broken. They make these damn words. Oh, you the only man to be with. Oh my God, you amazing. Oh, you the only man of y'all ever told you. But then now they got an attitude. Now they take their promise on you. You ain't did a damn thing. Now they want some. We need to separate and just be friends. Huh? Damn, what I do? You don't want you say person about some. I'm the only man you'll be with. Now you want to talk some be friends, and you did nothing wrong. You guys need to really take heed of what this word is, because Yahuwah is going to judge us. Let's prove that. Matthew 12:37, please. Matthew 12:37. He's going to judge us of every word that we say out of our mouth. Everything. Keep the word what you say and don't procrastinate it. Let's see what it says, verse 37. For by your words you'll be justified, and by your words you will be condemned or punished. We got to be careful of what we say to people. Let me give you an example. My lady here, okay, when I asked for a phone number, we met at the airport, when I asked for a phone number, I was the one who made the first move to her. I was one told I want to be because I spoke a purpose, and I kept it. I didn't sit here and be like honey, I'm gonna change my mind, because I need some space. I need to take care of things. I never told her that. I knew when I texted and told her that was a covenantal word. That was an agreement. That was a damn contract. That was an engagement. And it made her excited. It made her joyful. Y'all men need to hold your word. If you like a woman and you say it, keep it. You attracted, okay. Even some of y'all may have a woman, y'all want another woman, same with a second woman. Don't break something that you say, because if you do, you're held accountable for that. Unless you repent of stop doing that. Remember, people have needs. So we got to learn to wipe away procrastination. Remember, I told you, procrastination causes everything. It causes people to be damned. Yes, did you know that? When you know you gotta do something, you're doing it, and they keep sinning, the blood's in your hands. Did y'all know that? Even a woman that don't know Yahuwah and she's interested, and you too busy doing other things negatively, that's on you. And you don't want to know the word. You ain't even teach her the word. She wants to leave her religion and come to the truth that you know. But you sitting there being a damn fool, and you're not teaching her the word. But it's okay to do what you want to do and sin all the time, but you can't even focus on that woman. You see how deep procrastination is? You see how personal this is? Procrastination? This is summer. It's hot outside. People is going crazy. This is the time to stop procrastinating. This is the time to go out there and speak the word and make relationship out of these lost women and help these women and help these men to read the scriptures, to read the book. Now, I know people falling into this dumbass holiday today. If you're offended, I don't give a shit, you are. But this is the Sabbath day. This is a day of focus, of rest. We need to overcome this waiting period, sitting all day on our ass in the couch, eating nachos and drinking a lot of water and juice, getting a lot of weight, ain't doing a damn thing. And what's funny, people tell me I want to lose weight. Then stop procrastinating. Get up and do some sit-ups. Do push-ups. Stop drinking pop all the time. How about that? Drink water. Drink warm water, like my lady taught me. You can drink warm water, lose weight quicker. Get smoothies. Stop eating pork. Go to a gym room. It's easy. Go to at least 20 minutes. What's hard about that? Praise Yahuwah. Halal Yahuwah. Praise you, Father. Halal Yahuwah. Let's go to another book here. Praise Yah. Going over 2 hours. Praise you, Lord. Let's go to First John chapter 2. So if I read this, we're going to deal with more on more on spiritual things of procrastination. So get ready. It says, um, 1 John 2 and 9, right? All right, so this is what it says. Okay. He or she that says he is in the light and hates his brother, or it could be sister, is in darkness even until now. This reminds me to go forward. This reminds me what I read earlier in Corinthians 9:16. Woe to me while I'm preaching good news. But it's also talking about when you teaching people and you're not immersing them, you hate your brother and sister. This also talking about when you like halfway into the word, or you're like 80% of the word, but you're not 100% of the word. You hate your brother. Especially if somebody told you, but wait a minute, hey, leader, but I learned something here. You're supposed to help me do this. You hopefully I said, no, I'm not doing that because I don't agree with that. That is not being in the light. This is also procrastinating, making excuses. You don't want to do it because you don't want to do it. You find a way for that person to be covered or to be oblivionized to not do that. So you're brainwashing those people. This is why I tell y'all, be careful with the Facebook groups. They have certain agreements of the word, but not fully agreements of the word. You see what I'm saying? That is still hating your brother or your sister that you claim and you in the light. I don't think you are, because those who are in the light, they keep the word 100%. Okay? They don't procrastinate, but procrastinators, they don't keep the word 100%. They don't. They keep it a little bit or halfway, almost 100%, but not fully. Also with this, when people are being emerged, they don't really teaching the full truth. You know what that sound like? Roman Catholicism, Christianity, Presbyterianism, Protestantism, Lutheranism, Pentecostalism, Seventh-day Adventism, if that's a word. You think you can trust them? They procrastinate a lot. They don't want to go further of the truth. They don't. You are hating your own neighbor. When you not giving them the full word, but you immerse them though, right? But you immerse them in the false name. You even got people that immerse people in the true name, but they don't give you the real truth though. Be careful with these people, y'all. Don't try to trust everybody to help you spiritually. You better ask questions of what they really are. Let's go to Ezekiel or Yakashkel, chapter 3. Ezekiel or Yakashkel, chapter 3. Ezekiel or Yakashkel, chapter 3, verses 19, I think. Now, okay, no, verse 18. When When I say into the wicked, you should surely die, and you give him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man should die as iniquity, but his blood required at your hand. What does warn mean? Warn means to remind or to keep teaching. To keep teaching a person. Give him a phone call to check on him. Even invite him for fellowship. Even invite him to be with you when you teach the word. They'll be happy to come with you, but the problem with some people, when you are lazy and you are procrastinating, they don't want to do that because they too focused on other things disorderly. For example, a righteous man knows that he has to take care of his neighborhood in truth. They know him in the neighborhood. But this brother is too focused on a new thing he learned. Yeah, a new thing, like a new age movement. He won't agree with that too. He's so focused on new age movement, we had nothing to do with Yahuwah. He forgot about everybody in the neighborhood. And now the people in the neighborhood, they going back to their sins. They don't want to they don't want to they don't want to do what he told them to do anymore from Yahuwah because he focused on the new age movement. He procrastinated. Even when some people was asking, like, brother, it's been like 4 weeks, man. You haven't been, teaching our houses, man. What's up? What's going on, man? I just got a wife. She's interested. What's up, man? He says, oh, I'll be with y'all. I know it's been 4 weeks, but I'm important. I'm doing something important right now. You see what I'm saying? Are y'all getting this, man? This is why we got to stand firm. What we want to do, man? We got to stand firm. We got to stand firm. So Yahuwah is going to punish that person because that person not doing anything for his neighbors. He's not loving his neighbors. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that every time you get out of the bed, you got to keep preaching. I'm not saying that, but do it once in a while, occasionally. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing something, even once a year or something. Do what you got. Do what you can, because people got family. I understand. People got family to take care of. Husbands. I get it. Especially if you have a polygyny family. He got children. Got to teach. I get that. But do what you can. He's just only one man, and his family, and you know, um. So we have to balance that. Okay, we got to balance that. So we got to make sure we want to wicked, especially um when the wicked is asking somebody that knows the word and procrastinates a lot. They give them like a light truth. Like let me explain what light truth is. Like they give them something. So let's say a brother. I, let's say that there's this guy and he has problems with religion and he wants to know what the truth really is. So he came to this guy that knows the word very well, and this brother is procrastinator, right? So at the same time, so his brother came to him. He asked him, brother, how do I get out of religion? The man that procrastinates a lot but knows the word. He just said, oh, just pray about it. He said, oh, that's it, bro? He said, yeah. I can imagine who are looking like, why are you not giving them the truth? Anybody can pray and still be in religion. Anyway, he does that, and the guy that's praying, now he messed around. He got another religion. Now he got two religions. Because the man that procrastinates, he haven't given up a good answer. Do y'all get this? He not giving them the real answer of what he needs to do. And see, you got people that's like that. You got these pastors that's like, did y'all know that there are pastors, they know the truth, but they don't want to speak it because they want to lose money, they don't want to lose power, and they don't want to lose um what do you call that? I forget. They don't want to lose advantage, right? So they doing this for the sake of getting power and staying so important. Um, thank you, Father. It's called charisma. Charisma. They want to stay charismatic. So they think they are God, like they are a savior. Okay, those are procrastinators as well. They don't want to give you the full truth. Even if you learn something of the book, you go up there, you talk to the so-called pastor, and he or she hear what you got to say. The first one to do is ban you out the institution. They want to kick you out the institution. They want to kick you out because You said something, and abruptly they kick you out because they didn't like what you said, but it's from the scriptures. Have you ever been to that experience? They don't want to talk with that much, but they know you procrastinate. Look, well, I think about it. If I want to sit next with you another time, another meeting in my office at the church. But right now, I'm going to have to kick you out. Listen, fellas, be careful with these people, man. Please be careful, because I'm telling you, it comes a bad way when a person is procrastinating. Everything that he has become corrupted. The children become spiritual bastards. They become lost. His wife or wives will become completely wanderers. They become wicked. Let me tell you, this kind of reminds me of a situation with, I'm not gonna say his name. And he's like, to me, he had four women, and one of them left him. Okay, and this brother he was a Mormon, but he claimed he loved Yah. Okay, she left him because people saying that he wasn't being a man. He wasn't being like he should be. Now, in my opinion, he wasn't being spiritual. Okay, he wasn't being spiritual because what he had was dead. Every religion is dead. Okay, I'm gonna speak to another time in the future. Babylon, the great mother of harlots. So this brother, don't get me wrong, he did a great job of being there with his children. But one thing he was missing was defeating procrastination. Because I bet you money, somebody came to him with the word of Yah, with truth, but he probably said no to that. He probably said no to that. Okay. Like me, I even messaged him. He didn't even send a message yet. It's going on over almost 2 months. Because I want to talk to him about truth. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Am I crazy? This brother lost one of his wives because of procrastination spiritually. And he think that Mormonism is the main thing that would save his family. But he lost one of his wives. And now she's catfished and been with another guy. Had an affair with another man. My point is, fellas, do not be with a procrastinated husband. Be with somebody that have a goal, a purpose in life. That's how you keep your family. Because when you are procrastinating and you get a religion, you think that's fine. You think that's okay. You think religion is going to keep your family. Don't get me wrong. There are some families, they've been with them for 40, 50 years. But you know what? They ain't going to last forever in the spirit. I promise that. I promise that. They ain't going to last forever in the spirit because yours not going to accept that. Even if they have children. I'm just speaking truth here. Okay? It's not going to last. It's not going to last. I'm telling you, you got to have Yahuwah in your life, but procrastinators, they may look like they do have Yahuwah, but they got religion. Okay, so I want to speak that example of what this is what happens. When you get women for the same religion you got, it's going to pull a toll. Okay, I won't be shocked if he lost his second woman. Yahuwah forbid. I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked. Okay, we have to go back in the ancient of time. Procrastinators, they are very modernized. Let's prove that they are modernized people. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 4:4. Right? They make so much excuses. They contain the darkness on them. They contain the wicked. They contain the lies upon themselves. They think they know everything. You can't tell them anything. They think that. Anyway, all right. So, okay. So 2 Corinthians 4:4 says this, in whom the God or deity of this world has blinded the minds of which agree not. lest the light of the same good news of the Messiah, who is the image of Yahuwah, should shine upon them. So this is talking about Satan, the devil, okay? The first and two sentences of the verse. The point of me getting to this here is that did you all know that when people procrastinate too much, they don't follow Yahuwah? Did y'all know that? Yes, they let darkness contain them. So when you keep procrastinating, especially when you keep talking some, oh yeah, I'm going to teach you. I'm gonna teach you. Oh, and they don't do it. They may read the word. See, people can read the word but don't agree with Yahuwah. Did y'all know that? This good person read the word don't mean they agree with Yahuwah. It's not always guaranteed. People can know how people have. I mean, even the judges know about the scripture. They know about it. Okay, they do, but they use the scriptures for judgment in court. But anyway, even the devil knows the word. But anyway, um, yeah, they pull that scene like they keep wasting time. You wonder why they keep wasting time because they don't follow Yahuwah. They don't follow Yahuwah. So it's unfruitful. So they're containing darkness. This is why relationships don't like spiritual relationships don't last. What I mean by spiritual relationships, you may have a woman that's interested in this man. He may be spiritual. He may say he's spiritual or whatever. This laptop is something else. Anyway, um, so he may claim he loves Yahuwah and she's okay with it. Give it like 1 year, they already got divorced because she spoke a story that you know um, she found out that he was with a married wife and he never taught her the truth. Never. He never did. And she was asking him, and he just get this attitude because he felt controlled when she kept asking him, "Are you going to teach the word? You've been wasting time for over 4 months." Do y'all see my drift here? I hope I'm making sense here. I hope I'm making sense. Do you see my drift? Okay. She went with him, hoping that he would teach her, but he never did. Okay. So this is an example I read earlier in First John chapter 2, verse 9, about hating your brother, right? You claim you're in the light, but you hate your brother, your sister. We got to get back with the program. We got to start doing our thing, which is righteous, man. Remember the verse I read earlier in James 4:17. He or she know to do right and don't do it is sin. So how can you sit here and claim that you love Yahuwah, but you're not working on proof of that? You just procrastinating. You procrastinating. Even my stepdad, oh my goodness, he even kept saying he would stop smoking. The brother got into a hospital and they had to get him a heart surgery. He had a hard time breathing. The man had a problem with his respiratory organs because of smoking, man. And he kept procrastinating. He'd been trying to say, "Oh, I'm gonna stop smoking" for near 20 years, and he's still smoking. He had a heart. This before I got my lady. This before I even got with her life. Had a um, heart surgery. Still alive though. But he was telling me, he said, "Son, I'm gonna get with you one day in fellowship." He still didn't do it. It's been going on 4 years straight. He still didn't do it, and I quit asking about it anyway. Remember, the more we procrastinate, the more we keep Yahuwah not in first place. I'm telling you, we are reconsidering something else that's not of Yahuwah. And like I said, I don't care how much scriptures you know without looking at it. That means nothing towards him. He wants you to love you. He wants you to love him. And when you love him, you want to stop procrastinating. I said earlier, procrastination can lead to spiritual death. It can lead to your death. It can lead to things that you even never asked for. Let's go to Revelation. All right. Okay, so let's go to chapter 13. So remember I said earlier about procrastination can lead to spiritual death, right? Now, it says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea. Now, let's talk about sea in Revelation 13:1. That's talking about many people. Keep that in mind, right? I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and a great authority. And I saw one of the heads wounded to death, and his head, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered at the beast. Okay, all the world wondered at the beast. They were like, they was just shocked. They were like, now, why did they wonder at it? Because these procrastinators, these are the ones who read the word. They they don't take it seriously for the sake of others. Okay, um, they they don't do what they need to do, and they mess around and looked up to the beast. Shalom, Yush. Yes, shalom, brother. Thank you. Okay, they don't take it against procrastinate to help those in need. Okay, remember I said earlier today. That's why we have neighborhoods that is bad. Okay, bad because we procrastinate. We don't help those in need spiritually. So we too busy. We too over relaxed. Now, I know this may sound pretty challenging for those who read the word and know the scriptures, but don't do too much or don't do anything. Okay, this is like being a Christian that just go to institution and that's it. Okay, this is why we read the word for a reason, but we have to apply it for others' needs. Okay, but anyway, let's keep going. Um, okay, trying to verse 4 and thanks. And they worship the dragon, which gave power into the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, "Who is like unto this beast? Who is able to make war with him?" Okay, and there was given to him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given to him continued for 40 and 2 months. Verse 6, and he opened his mouth and blasphemed against Yahuwah, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and them that dwell in the firmament, or commonly called heaven, and it was given unto him to make war with the followed ones. Okay, the Kudashum, or the followed ones, the ones that love truth, the ones that love Yahuwah. Okay, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, and all that dwell upon or stay upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain on the foundation of the world. Now, hold your horses, because you ask yourself, what does that do with procrastination? It's all right here. It's all right here. Let's look at word procrastination again. Listen carefully, because remember the verse I read. And 1 John 2:9, he that says, I love their brother. No, wait a minute. Let's go there again. 1 John 2:9 again. Let's go there again. So 1 John 2:9 says, what again? 1 John. Yeah, 1 John. 1 John. There we go. He that says he is in the light and hates his brother is in darkness. And remember I said earlier about if you read the word, they need you, and you giving them a little bit of truth or something you think is okay, but you read the word and you're supposed to give them truth, you procrastinate, you are attacking them spiritually, right? Okay. Now, let's look at the word procrastination one more again, right? Procrastination. Procrastination. Okay. Delay or postpone action. Put off doing something. Listen, it says to put off. What does put off mean? It means nothing. It means to get rid of. Do you guys, now y'all get it? To put off. To put off. Remember, I said something about my job. Remember, when somebody tell me, listen, they say I think about it. You got a card? You got a card? I can that you got? I'm like, I ain't got no card. What I need to give you a card for? All I need, you want 10,000 miles because you got electric bill. Just put your name, number, email. Make sure you're on the customer your electric utility. You get 10,000 out of 2 months. When people say, "Oh, I think about it," they said I don't want it. Keep that in mind, right? Okay. Revelation 13 is for procrastinators as well. Yeah, yeah. Because when you procrastinate, Yahuwah is going to cut you off. When you practice that so many times, and you know you're supposed to be doing his will, but you read the word, you saying shalom, you know his name, but you ain't doing your job for other folk, you got a problem. And Yahuwah is going to cut you off. He's going to cut you off. This is why our brother example with relationships. Same thing. This is why women are not joyful having a righteous man. They keep procrastinating. They bring all these excuses. Even the brother's polygynist. He keep asking him, why do you get that for? Be with me. No, stop it. You procrastinating. You know you like him. Be with him, but you keep procrastinating. You waste your time. You wasting your time. If you want to do something, just do it. There's my man Will Smith of the movie called Pursuit of Happiness. He says it to his son, which is very awesome. When they was in the court, on the basketball court, He told his son, hey, listen, if you have a dream, go get it. Okay? Yeah, he said, just go. If you want to do something, do it. He said, go get it. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about helping those in need? You help yourself in need, don't you? You help your family in need, but why you can't help other folks in need? And they're not even trying to kill you. They want to help much as you do. How do you think my lady, Dolly, was able to get truth in her life? Because I was procrastinating. Hello. And now it caused my family to respect her and to care for her. And it caused my mother to want to be more healthier because of her being in my life. And we like to eat healthy. That's a part of not procrastinating. That is a part of helping those in need, being the light. So like I said, this Revelation 13 is part of people like that. They are part of the beast. They into the beast. Yes, they are part of the beast. This may be crazy if you really think about it, because I know y'all may think, oh, wait a minute, I read the word and I follow Yah, I was emerged. Okay, that sounds great, but what are you doing for what are you doing for people? See, you can be emerged and not do anything for your whole people, you're not gonna be crowned. You got emerged, you got the word for a reason. Do something about it. And like I said, you don't have to preach every day, but do what you can. Do what you can. Do what you desire. Do what you desire to help people. Make cars for support somebody else. Do that. That can be fine. Feed the poor. What's wrong with that? Make you at least some stew. Make tuna. Have like 3 bowls of tuna with crackers in it. Give that to the poor. Plastic, styrofoam bowls. Give them that and go home. If you want to preach to women as a female, that's fine. Your husband with you, that's fine. You was pleased with that. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to do anything. Y'all putting off the truth. Y'all putting off action. It's not good, man. This is why we get bad neighborhoods. This is why our women are being raped. Our children being snatched. Our men is emasculated. Our man is in jail. Our man is in prison. Our man is lost. They go for any religion because we're not doing our job. Procrastination means to put off, to postpone. But you never know what would happen if you keep postponing, or if you put off something, and that's not good. You have to do what you need to do. Do it. It's sad, man. You got, it's funny. You got even you even have people. Oh my goodness. And this is part of definition about putting off procrastination. And this make a lot of sense because I've been through that experience. I say, no, brother, look, my hands clean, bro. You said it. I'm gonna just respect what you say. I hate what you just said. But you got people that have a nasty attitude just because you're trying to help them with the word. You ever notice that? Procrastinators, they be like, look, I'm not interested. I don't want to hear. They try to argue down, and they claim that you got the devil inside of you. You know what's funny about that? Even Yahusha was mocked in Mark chapter 1 when he was preaching in a synagogue. They thought the same thing. They rejected him. These were procrastinators. The man couldn't even do too much, so they were too focused on what they wanted instead of what they needed. Because remember, what you want, that's a procrastinator. What you want relates to what you feel. let's go to let's go to this is crazy as fireworks. Let's hear it. I heard it myself. Let's go to Book of Esther. And let's go to chapter 3 and verse 10. All right. Procrastination. All right. Procrastination. Esther. Chapter 3. It says in verse 10. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Bithta, Chavona, Bigtha, and Avactha, Zidar, and Karkek, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Akavashara, the king, to bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look on. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by the chamberlains. You see that? It says she refused to come to the king. So this kind of reminds me of today's time. You notice how a man is so interested in this woman, boy, he just want to just go crazy because he want to be with her so bad, whether he's polygynous or not, but she refused to be with him, but knowing that she listened to him all the time, and she made text him hearts and stuff in his phone, but let me just keep reading, man. This is deep. But the queen Vashti refused or procrastinated, remember, to put off, right? To come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore, what the king was very angry, okay? And his anger was burned. I don't blame his brother. You know what I'm saying? The king said to the wise man, which the new times, for so is the king's manner towards all the new law and judgment. And the next unto him was Karshina, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Morek, Marsana, and Mamukin, the 7 princes of Persia, and Madai, which saw the king's face and which sat the first in the kingdom. What shall we do with Queen Vashti according to law, because she has not performed the commandment of the king by the chamberlains? Let's keep going. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen has not done wrong to the king only, but also to the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus. Verse 17, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they should despise their men in their eyes. When it shall be reported, then the king Ahasuerus commanded that Vashti queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Verse 18, likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day to all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath, if it please the king. Verse 19, there go a royal commandment for him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Media, that it be not changed or altered, that Vashti come no more before the king at Shatteras, and let the king give her royal state into another that is better than she. Come on. Verse 20. When the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all the empire for his great, all the women should give their honor, both great and small. Okay. And the same pleased the king and the princesses, and the king did according to the word of Memucan. What's the point of me reading this? Number one, this reminds me of a woman procrastinating her duties as a wife. Number two, this reminds me of a man procrastinating his duties of a man. Three, this is talking about a disorder because they was probably in the covenant for years. Okay, and she just quit being a woman. You know what I'm saying? She just froze. She just stopped. Number four, this remind me what I said earlier. You may have a woman, a man may be interested in that woman so bad, whether he's religious or not, and she keep wasting her time or put him off. But the brother was innocent, but she loved what he teach though. She understands everything what he's saying, but she keep wasting his time. She giving him hearts and his phone, giving picture of her family, and she even texts "I love you" in his phone, but she don't give him a chance. Are y'all hearing this? I mean, come on, man. Look, the brother was mad. The brother was upset because he was being played. Come on, man. The brother was being played by his queen, and he put her ass out. Do you see my point? That's why I don't blame men of Yahuwah, the brothers. They block these women's phone numbers when they own some bull. They wasting time. They playing games. They don't got time for that crap, man. They go ahead and do the next woman. Come on, man. That's why Yahuwah giving men the freedom to divorce their wife if they being like fools, if they being unclean. Deuteronomy 24, verse 1. Okay. Book of Matthew 19, verse 60, verse 8. Okay. He gives a freedom to get rid of these women and go to another one if they don't want to act right, especially engaged women. That's why I've said before, keep your promises. Stop acting like you're interested, but you're not. If you're interested, you're interested. Stop playing with Yahuwah. Stop playing with the man of Yah. Stop playing with the woman of Yah as well. Stop playing with the need woman. The woman have needs, and she's sincere about you. Don't break her heart. If you damn near say you interested, you want to be with her, you already made a sign of a covenant that you want to consummate the covenant, and she be a mother and all that great stuff. Okay, so this is an example more about procrastination. Vashti was procrastinating. She put off her man. She no longer want to please him anymore, and he just put her ass out. It wasn't no makeup breakup. He put her out. He didn't change his mind. Hell, she probably was crying at one point. He's like, no, you out, and it pleased the king. Do y'all see this point? Procrastination will block your opportunities to be with the righteous brother when you are doing it. When you are procrastinating. When you is not doing right. We got to get back to the program. We got to get back to the program, man. We got to go back in the ancient path of how it was in relationships, how women went for it when the man was righteous, while the woman was not procrastinating. We got to stop. Even in polygyny, women keep making excuses about, I don't want to share my man and all that. I don't want you to talk to him anymore, but you just procrastinated. Okay, but he's a king, is he not? He can get more than one woman. If the other woman is interested, shut up. Be quiet. Stop procrastinating. Stop putting your man off. Start trying to leave him because he's interested in polygyny. No, if he wants to do that, you have to obey that, understand. Especially when he have a good intention, and especially when a woman have a need, I want to learn to, or she's into Yahuwah. How dare you, some don't do it, don't get a second woman. Wait a minute, aren't you not procrastinating? Aren't you pretending you love him then? We got to be real. We got to be real. Okay? Putting off. We cannot put off position of being a pleasing woman. I'm telling you, it's real stinking talk. Okay? Um, Even some brothers, y'all do that too. Maybe situations, some y'all men, y'all may have a wife. The wife trying to help you to get a second woman because she need help. Y'all refuse that. Y'all want to argue your wife down. So, why can you just uh, don't get a job? I can take care of everything. but that woman got 15 children, and you talking about um her not get a job, but how can you have time with her and she got 15 children? What if you just go ahead and get a second woman? That's what I'm saying. Now, and pardon me, I meant to say, you should just go get a job too. Too many children. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. You see my drift? And men want to argue their wife down so bad because she's trying to help the brother get support because she got 15 or 10, 8 children, and she have a hard time pleasing her man. So we have to get out this thing. Um, this give me a minute, give me a day, give me tomorrow. Excuse me, give me a week. It's not going to work. I promise. It's not going to work. Yahuwah is not going to favor you. We gotta stop wasting time. We gotta take what's right, man. We gotta understand why we were approached by a man of Yah or men of Yah or man of Yah and a woman of Yah, a married couple, or a group of Hebrews or proselytes, different nations that have been engrafted to Yashrael and came to my house. We got to learn how to open the door for the people and let them in. When people close the door and shut the door in your face, ain't this procrastination? Have some. That's why he said, shake the dust off your feet. He said that. Okay, go to the next person. Because you know what? People that do that, don't worry about it. It ain't your fault. You did what? Listen, you knocked the door. You run the doorbell. The person say, "I'm not interested." Keep walking and go to the next house, or go to the street corner, or go to the bus stop. Go to a seat. If somebody's sitting alone, or if somebody talking, pass out cards. Like, hey, one of y'all need prayer. Any way you can, man. Pass out flyers for fellowship. Anything to support somebody else's YouTube channel, to be a YouTube channel that can be helpful. We got to make a stand to help people will get the truth before time is up. This is 2020. Okay, there are strange times getting worse out here. Did y'all hear me? These are the strange times, and people still sleep. People still being lazy. People still procrastinating. When the hell are you going to wake up and stop the bull and to get yourself together and come to Yahuwah and repent and to preach, speak good news to somebody, help the poor, show hospitality, do immersions, disciple others. It ain't hard to do that, but people, but it seems easy though to do what you want to do. Is that right? But when it comes to people like that, that's a problem. That's procrastinate. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Let's start. Let's start with prayer. Praise you, Lord. All right. Lord, we just want to thank you for this day. May you be esteemed. And we appreciate this word that's been spoken out. And, we just ask that you just beroot me and my woman and hopefully other people to be successful serving others. Um, things like that. We went out before, we know, and it was successful, but people haven't called us back. Only one man. But Father, we're looking forward to getting out there again. And we just thank you that we'll get some more people. People will come to you, repent of their sins, and family, single, women, men, doesn't matter. As long as we do our part, and people will get a chance to be free, stuff like that. We're looking forward to that. So you know, we appreciate everything of what you're doing. And Father, if I say anything wrong, forgive me. Emi Yehusha, Emi Yehu, Machadush, Halal Yahuwah. Again, we love you, worship you forevermore. Our Father, which is in the stars, Kadush be your name. Kingdom come, you be done on earth as it is in the firmament. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us for our sins. Forgive those who sin against us. Father, you who will lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all kinds of evil. For yours is your power and your kingdom, and your staying forever. So be it. All right, praise God. All right, great. Um, it might be a part two. I don't think it'll be a part two. I don't think it is about procrastination. But stay tuned for another new subject. I'm not gonna tell y'all. All right. I love all of you all, and shalom.